From websites and online stores to marketing tools and analytics, Squarespace is the all-in-one platform to build a beautiful online presence and run your business. There are no hidden fees or price hikes, and websites are optimized for mobile. All of the websites are optimized for mobile. It's so simple. Start with a design template and use drag and drop tools to make it your own. If you're interested, head to squarespace.com/grace for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code GRACE to save 10% off your first purchase.
Not too deep, not too deep with Grace Helbig.
Oh, hello, and welcome back to the podcast, Not Too Deep with Grace Helbig. I'm very, very excited because this week we have such a lovely little firecracker of a human, Emma Blackery, on the podcast. She is so fun. She's a little pit bull. She's got such spark and such spunk, and, you know, she's got one of those old souls where you feel like she's seen a lot. She's done a lot. She's put up with a lot. But that said, she's so kind and so nice. So nice. She's nice. That's better than just nice. And she's so complimentary and supportive. And I was really, really happy to have a fellow lady. Because, spoiler alert, I'm a lady. If you were curious and or wondering at all to make your day better, that's now information that's out there for you. Anyway, we had a really, really, really fun time talking. And we had a really fun time playing the most ridiculous games with each other. I'll just say at one point we were duct taped and trying to make vines using our feet. So hey, where all my foot fetish pervs at? This episode's for you. You can watch the challenge after you listen to the episode over on youtube.com/itsgrace. Don't forget youtube.com/itsgrace, and go check out Emma Blackery on YouTube. She's been making a ton more videos recently, and she's just so lovely. She'll compliment you with one hand and smack you in the face with the other. And those are the kind of people to be around because they really keep you awake. It's hard to sleep through a smack. Enjoy the episode. Thank you so much for being here. We're at the London YouTube space right now.
Here we are, yeah.
Yeah, look at how beautiful it is.
Lovely and grey and green and messy and
yeah, it looks like
depressing.
Yeah.
It's like wooden
sad
doors just stuck around the walls.
Oh, yeah. This now looks like we've been kidnapped and thrown into a room now that they've actually taken in the space.
We're going to get Stockholm Syndrome right here.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, let's repress it. Cheers.
Yeah, my first ever Bloody Mary.
Your first ever Bloody Mary.
I love tomato juice, but I'm already dreading what this is going to be like.
I feel like I didn't make a good one.
How much alcohol did you put in this? Because I'm a lightweight.
See you tomorrow.
Okay.
Weird tasting.
That's lovely.
Okay.
Oh, aftertaste.
Yep.
Yeah.
It'll hit ya.
Yeah. No, that's nice. I love tomato juice. That's fine by me.
It's
I had a tomato for breakfast.
You had a tomato for breakfast.
Tomato for breakfast, yeah.
What did you put on the tomato for breakfast?
I didn't put anything on the tomato. I had a raw tomato for breakfast.
You ate it
I
like
could
an
not be
apple.
bothered to do anything this morning. I was running late, so I picked a tomato out my fridge and I was like, that'll do.
Is that a traditional English thing?
No.
Okay.
No,
So I was
it's
like,
not.
I know you guys do things differently, but that feels weird.
No, I'm just a bit strange and lazy.
Well, also health conscious. God bless.
Just about. Yeah, at least it's like healthy. At least it's not just like one strip of bacon where I was like, I can't be bothered.
Yeah, I had ham and sausage for breakfast.
Oh, do I have a right to now like shame you for that?
Sure.
Like, I had a tomato.
I know. God, you're better than me. We get it. Okay. I have some hard-hitting questions that I want to ask you about.
I'm just choking on this Bloody Mary.
Yeah, it's not going to get any smoother. God bless. So
Okay.
I have some hard-hitting questions that I want to ask you about, and then I asked on Twitter for some questions, so we'll get into those a little later.
So, like, the decency is just going to go straight down.
Yeah,
the integrity of this.
This is as good as it gets, okay? We start high, we
This is
end
the
low.
highlight. The Bloody Mary is the highlight, and then we just go straight downhill.
People keep drinking on this show because they just want to forget about what's happening.
Yeah.
Which is a real fun thing for me. I've had a great time. I remember
that you can remember.
Yeah, I remember like 30% of the times that I've had on this show, which is, you know, a decent ratio for me.
That's
in
not
life.
too bad.
Okay, let's get into my hard-hitting questions.
Yeah.
Number one, what do you think Adele's farts smell like? What do you think? Like,
how are you saying that with a straight face?
Because I'm inquisitive about it, and I wonder what they smell like.
Okay. Adele.
Adele.
The singer.
The singer, the mom, the entrepreneur.
The legend.
The woman who is shaping women, The woman with the hair that sings the things.
Probably a good chicken tikka. You know?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. You know what I recently learned? That in childbirth, women end up like shitting all over the bed.
Did you not know that?
No,
Like it comes
I
out like,
didn't-
the baby just slides out on like a streak of
That
poo.
is awful.
Yeah.
Like I already didn't
Welcome
want
to the
have
world.
a child.
I've already shat on you.
I already didn't want to have a child. And that's awful.
You have
And
to
then-
poop yourself in front of a hot doctor.
I know.
Yeah.
And Adele did that. So like I just wanted
She
to
publicly said that.
No, well she had a child, so
Oh.
I can assume that
You
she
just
shat
not
all over
every
a bed.
woman shits the bed when they have a baby.
Well, like every woman
It's
probably
likely,
does. But
but-
I feel like Adele's one that did that. Like
We're 4 minutes in and we're already talking about shit.
I told
on
you, the Bloody
babies.
Mary was the highlight of the show.
Yeah.
And it just goes
How does
down.
it get worse from here?
But like, take a second to just think about the fact that Adele shit out a baby. Okay, next question. How many apples could you fit in your butt?
I reckon, a 1 is a good standard. I think maybe 2 or 3 if I'm ambitious. If I'm feeling a bit,
2 or
daring.
3?
Yeah, I reckon.
2 or 3 apples in your butt?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Wow. Well, if anyone needs a drug mule, Emma's here.
I'm right there.
Okay, what celebrity do you think your eyebrows look like?
Oh, I don't know. That's strange enough. I've never thought about that.
Well, do
What
people
do you
say?
think?
I don't.
They're not exactly Cara Delevingne eyebrows.
Who is that?
You don't know who Cara is?
No.
She's like she's an English model and she's famous for like having
Oh, those
really
giant-
huge, thick eyebrows.
Yeah, like very like unisex.
You know her as eyebrow girl, right?
Androgynous, those big.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Do you get that you look like a celebrity? Like, do people tell you like you look like blah blah
People
blah?
say I look like a female Michael Cera.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a weird thing to say to someone.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, but it's actually you're looking at me like I can kind of see
No, I'm
it.
trying to figure it out. I don't really see it. I was
There's-
gonna say, what's the girl from Evanescence?
Amy Lee,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Maybe it's just red hair. I don't know.
Maybe I thought she had black hair.
I don't know.
You might be thinking of Hayley Williams or something. People say that sometimes. I don't
I think
see
I
that.
just
don't
wanted to
see
prove that I knew that Evanescence was a thing.
that. Well done.
Thank you.
I mean, they haven't really been big since 2003, but you've got there.
Wait, they had that one song? We can't sing it because of legal reasons, I'm sure. But what was the one song that they had?
They had "Bring Me to Life."
How's that go?
Can't sing it. Wake me up inside.
Oh yeah.
That one.
I watched a girl do karaoke to that song, and she was
bet
like
it was-
living her dream while she was singing the song.
She's wailing it like this is my moment.
Yeah, it was her moment, and also she was real bad at karaoke, and
So it was like all off key.
yeah, and she was like
Wake
waiting.
me up inside.
Exactly. And she was like waiting on the side the whole time. So you're like, oh, that girl's gonna be good. I can't wait for her to get up there. And then she got up. She looked like old school Lady Gaga before she was like actually
Oh,
Lady
geez.
Gaga, when she was Stephanie Gimarelli or Gimarati. I don't know.
Germanotta, I think.
Yeah.
Is that it?
Leave in the comments. Okay.
You're gonna have loads of little monsters being like, "How dare you not
I know.
this?"
Being like, you disrespected the queen.
I was about to say that. Freaky.
Do you think you iron your clothes more, or do you put more iron in your body?
I don't have much iron in my body, so I guess I'd iron my clothes. Although I invented this technique for ironing my clothes in a rush, right? And I
How?
wouldn't recommend it because you will get 3rd-degree burns.
How?
I put my clothes on
And then you
and
try
use a hairdryer. you pull like the clothes straight, and then you use a hairdryer down it.
And it works?
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
gets the creases out. Yeah.
You burn your skin.
Well, I mean, if you pull it out further, far
Yeah.
enough, then you don't get burned. But, it works pretty well. If you're in a rush and you got like one hefty crease down one
yeah.
side of a blouse and you're like, this shit won't do. Just get that shit out.
That is so smart.
I used to use hair straighteners and that's just a no-go.
I've
Don't-
tried that before.
Yeah.
And it's real bad. I always need to iron my clothes because I am a human scum palace. My clothes are terrible.
I throw mine on the floor and just,
Yeah, same here. I do the thing where I put it in the shower. I turn the shower on and I let it steam in the
Oh, wow.
bathroom.
I've never known anyone to do that.
Well, it's a cool technique if you have other things to do and
As
you
long as
don't
you
feel
don't get
like
them wet.
No,
it's just,
but
that's the problem.
You turn the shower on super, super hot, so it steams up the bathroom, and then you hang your clothes in there, and it like steams.
That seems
out
like
the
a really
wrinkles.
long process.
Yeah, it takes longer than actually ironing your
ironing
clothes.
those, yeah.
So it's not the most efficient thing in
It's
the
like a
world.
luxury ironing. You know, you just treat yourself to it once now and again.
Yeah, and welcome to the Grace Helbig podcast, where we spend 30 minutes talking about ironing our clothes.
And
Every
drinking
episode-
things that are just catching my throat.
Yeah, sorry, I told you, it's not going to get any better.
No, it's. I'm determined to drink the whole thing. I think this podcast is going to be fucking great. Like 40 minutes in,
Yeah,
I'll just be on the
it
floor
is.
giggling.
Yeah, welcome to my world. It's real fun. Okay, if you had to get rid of one finger, which one?
I'd probably say the ring finger. You know, I mean,
Really?
what is the point of the ring finger? Because I mean, it can't move by itself. You have to, you know, it's like tight. You know, like the bones are fused with your
Well,
little finger.
it's-
So just get rid of that one. I mean, you need your thumbs.
Yes.
You know, and little fingers, like, you know, if you're trying to be posh, you have to,
Yeah.
you know, stick your little finger out
Plus,
and show
it's
how
like,
posh you are.
You can do like hang loose.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See? And you can, I mean, if you want, you know, you got to keep these two, the index finger and the little finger, so you can tell what side of the hood you're on.
True.
You know?
But would you get rid of your actual like wedding ring finger? Or would you get rid of like the right ring finger?
Oh, like you give me a choice of the
two.
8 now.
Yeah, which one do you hate?
Well, I guess that one. The right
your
hand,
right
because I
hand?
mean that's not the wedding ring one.
Right.
So,
So you
that
can-
literally has no purpose in my life. I might just get this removed after the show.
Wow.
Because I have no use for this finger. Would you like a finger?
No.
Oh, I am not doing well at this.
Emma Blackery is the master of accidentally saying that thing.
I'm accidentally lesbian, like all the time.
I think your hashtag is I'm sorry.
I don't know whether I should tell the Hannah Hart story now or save it for later.
Oh wait, you have to tell us now because I asked on Twitter, and we'll get to the questions later for questions for you. And
it'll make
literally,
sense in
the
context.
influx of questions was about
The
you and Hannah Hart.
situation.
What
Okay.
happened?
Okay, so I went to the Itatube gathering in Italy, and Hannah also went.
It's called Itatube?
Itatube, yeah.
That sounds
What did you
like
pronounce it as?
Itatube. That sounds like a parasite.
It does a little bit.
It sounds disgusting.
It does. But we were both put on a panel together
Okay.
with Tyler and my friend Bethan and some Italian YouTubers that I honestly, not being rude, didn't know.
Yeah.
And we were asked by the crowd, like, what's your biggest achievement since being on YouTube? And everyone was saying, oh, you know, I got to go here and I got to do this and I got to be signed by a music label. I was like, great, okay, I've got nothing. So I decided I went for the crowd thing. I went for the crowd factor. I was like, you know what? I got to meet Hannah Hart. Because, I mean, I have, like, the biggest woman crush on Hannah Hart that's possible, which
Yeah.
made this 10 times worse.
Oh, God.
I blew my chances. So everyone cheered, and then she looked at me. Hannah Hart just looked at me, winked at me, and then slapped her knee slightly. You
What
know? And
a
I was
tease.
like, is that like a come here sort of thing? Is something going to happen here? So I just blurted out, I will come and sit on you if you give me the opportunity. And then everyone went silent. I went silent. Hannah went silent. Her manager next to her, her mouth just dropped. And I just went, not like that. And then it dawned on everyone what I had said, and then everyone was laughing. Tyler just fucking lost his shit completely. And then Hannah was just looking gobsmacked like I just said that. And I was just like, great, I've basically just said I want to put my vagina on Hannah Hart's face.
Yeah.
So that's the story.
That's the
Now I've
title
just
of this
asked if you want a
video.
finger. So
Yeah, well,
I'm doing well with the Trinity, huh?
Yeah, wait till you meet Mamrie. I don't
What-
know what's gonna happen. You're gonna get her pregnant.
We're just
big
going to
time.
run off and have a lesbian affair. 'Cause, I mean, it can't get any worse than this. You know, it can only get better from here.
No, I think that's a great first impression to give Hannah, and also I can hear all of the ships sailing into the sunset right now.
Well, people have either called it Hartery or Barto, which I find hilarious. Just Barto sounds like the most disgusting ship name I've ever heard.
Barto?
Yeah.
Barto sounds like
It doesn't even make sense.
like the dumb kid in your 5th grade class. You're like, oh, Barto's here. God, this party just sucks
But it
now.
could be worse. Like, it could be like Blato. or something.
Blato?
That sounds like
But why
getting
would they-
really drunk. Like, I got so Blato last
I
night.
know, exactly. But
you
why
know?
would they use your last name?
I don't know.
And
It's
oh,
like
well, I
most
guess
ship
her-
names with me always just
they-
have Emma in it. So it's like Lemma, Demma, Bemma. And it's just, they all sound like serious diseases.
Hema. Yeah, Hema sounds like you're hemorrhaging from something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, really sweet.
I'm having a hemorrhage. See, it works.
Yeah.
It works.
Our ship name is Grandma now.
Grandma.
Yeah,
That
and-
sounds worse than Emma.
Grandma sounds like the nickname you give your like dying grandmother.
I was about to say, it sounds like a sort of really dying aunt. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to go see Aunt Grandma.
Yeah, God.
She keeps offering me these fig rolls.
What's a fig roll?
You don't know what a fig roll is?
No.
Do you know what a fig is?
Yes.
You roll it in pastry.
What?
It's a fig roll. I think. I've never had one. It's just what old people eat. It's a stereotype.
Oh, gotcha. Like Werther's. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Here's another hard-hitting question. Speaking
About time, yeah.
Speaking of old people dying, what type of animal eyes do you wish you had?
Cats.
Really?
Because cats are so emotive. Like they just have like
I feel like
they have
cats
like
have-
a range of 3 emotions. It's like, give me food, I don't like you, and leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah,
Those
it's
are
like-
the 3 expressions that cats have.
Cats are like bitch, bitchier, bitchiest.
Yeah. And that suits me absolutely perfectly. So it's just get out of my face, or I will scratch you.
You're a cat person rather than a dog person.
I am, yeah, because I love dogs. I think they're really cute. It's like this Bichon Frise dog. I don't know how it's pronounced properly, but it's like
the ones that look like they've been thrown into a dryer.
Yeah, those ones. I love those ones. But I mean, with dogs, it's like, you have to walk them, you have to give them attention, you have to feed them all the time. You got to do all this shit. They cost so much money.
True story.
But cats, it's kind of like, oh, okay, you've been fed, now get the fuck out, and then they just chill out for the day with other cats, and it's nice and easy.
It's so true, because I got a dog, and I instantly realized I will never in my life have a child because I can barely keep this thing alive.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
the fact that I have to like be conscious of keeping something else alive is
I'm
so
like-
much stress.
I'm like the opposite. I think I'm going to be a great attentive mum because I have a dwarf hamster. Like,
What?
literally fits in the palm of your hand. Those little grey ones.
No, I don't know this.
You don't know what a dwarf hamster is?
It's a forever tiny hamster.
Yeah, forever tiny. And her name is Sally, because my friend named her. And, like, literally, when I was away in Italy, my dad was looking after her, and I missed her so much, I started crying. So
Okay,
I'm
one,
going to be a
that's-
real attentive mom.
Yeah, one, super sweet. 2, how do they make those?
They
breed them to be tiny forever.
No, they're like an actual breed. Like they're an actual type of. It's not like a watermelon you squish to be square. It's like literally just a tiny version of a hamster. You have like Syrian hamsters and dwarf hamsters.
Okay.
You can look this up now, huh?
No, I'm giving myself a to-do list later, and that is to Google image search tiny hamsters because I didn't know that those existed.
Type in dwarf hamster. It's actually the name of the breed.
Dwarf hamster? Oh my god, they're like little Frodos.
They are tiny.
Oh god. Okay, to-do later. All right, moving on. How much do you think your hair is worth?
Not much because it's all fried to death.
What's your
You know.
natural hair color?
I don't know. I think it's like a mousy brown. I think it's
Oh,
like,
yeah?
that brown that you can't do anything with, where it's like looks grey in the light, and
Are
it's
you
really
just
coarse.
describing
It's
my
like
hair
that.
color right now?
Well,
Are
there
you
you
just
go.
looking at me and describing?
No, I have the same, except mine has just been fried to death.
No, same here. What's the next color?
I'm gonna keep it red for a little while.
Yeah.
Like tomato red, like the Bloody Mary you've given
Yeah.
me. I have extensions and I usually wear them, but because this is
I
faded
saw
out.
your photo.
Yeah, I
and they're
didn't-
like ombre, right?
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah,
I
they're
love
beautiful.
the ombre,
Yeah.
but the extensions that I got were like really bad quality and they just split off everywhere. So I was like, I wore them once or twice and then literally it all just broke. And I waited 6 weeks for them. They cost like $200.
Being a girl sucks a dick.
Yeah,
It-
my hair just doesn't grow, and it's not just because I bleach it and fry it. It just grows like 1 inch a year. It's
Oh, really?
the slowest growing hair.
Yeah, same here. I just got it trimmed because I hadn't cut my hair in years.
Yeah,
and then
I got my hair cut yesterday. Can you tell?
It looks beautiful.
It looked thank you. It looks really nice now when it's down. But
That's great.
Yeah, there you go.
God bless. God bless. Okay, feet or hands?
Feet, I guess,
Why?
because you can walk with feet. If you don't have feet, then you're kind of walking on stubs.
Okay,
but you can't
just-
pick things up. At least you can go places.
Just keep that in mind for later.
Okay.
If you could make any food into a gum, which food would you choose?
A gum. Probably just any kind of McDonald's meal, I think. Yeah, I'm a
What do you-
terrible person. Like, my boyfriend's a vegan, so he just glares at me every time I have fast food. I'm just like, shut up.
Because they can't.
I like burgers.
Oh God! I just recently got back into meat, and it is the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah, it is.
Sorry.
I'm finding it real hard to give up meat.
Yeah.
I've cut out, like, dairy. I've cut out
Oh,
bread
yeah.
and dairy
Yeah.
recently, so
There's a lot of chickens that listen to this podcast, and I apologize, but I
it
love.
tastes good.
Yeah, you taste delicious. You
I'm
should be
choking
really
every
proud of
time
that.
I have this drink.
I know. I feel so bad. You don't have to drink it
I'm
because
like-
it's really not the best drink I've ever made in my life. Not that I've made good drinks in my life, but it's.
I just don't like the taste of alcohol, and I don't think like I'm better than anyone else for like not liking it. It's just
No.
not many people not many people actually like the taste of alcohol.
Alcohol is not a pleasurable taste.
No, it's
At
not.
all. When
Like, it always weirds me out when people have like casual beers. Like, you're drinking something disgusting.
I know. I'm not a huge beer person, but I will drink a beer for the satisfaction of drinking a beer. I mean, on a super, super hot day.
It's an ice cold beer.
Yeah, a cold beer, great, delicious.
It seems like a lot of like American girls drink beer. Like over here, like if a girl drinks beer, it's seen as something that's like so trashy.
Really?
You're drinking it out of a can, yeah. You're just gross.
Well, then I apologize to everyone that was in the restaurant with me yesterday because I was just openly drinking beer in front of
They
you.
probably knew you. If they knew you're American, it's fine because it's like a stereotype. We know that American girls drink beer.
I didn't know that was a stereotype.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Mamrie Hart is going to clean up well out here.
She's going to do well.
She loves beer so much. She drinks beer as, like, water in between liquor drinks. That's what
Her
she does.
liver must just be made of steel.
Yeah, I think it's completely dehydrated. I think it's just
a
like,
withered, like, prune.
Yeah, I feel like it's fallen to dust inside of her body. That's okay. I mean, who needs a liver, really?
Exactly. What's the point?
It's just...
Yellow is a nice color to go. So...
if you could push any human on the ground without them suffering any injury, who would you push on the ground?
Oh, jeez.
Because that's one of my...
Any human in the world who I could push over.
And they wouldn't suffer an injury. It'd just be, like, purely cathartic for you.
But could I choose, like, if they suffered an injury?
If you
like,
really want them to, they can suffer.
Oh, I don't know. See, I don't really have hatred for that many people.
It's not it's not even a hatred as much as it is, like...
Just satisfaction of...
Because one of my favorite things in the entire world that I've realized is people falling down. And I think it's because I fall constantly, and I believe...
It's nice to feel like there's someone else like that.
Here's a secret about me. Sometimes when I'm really hungover and I'm not feeling good about myself in like a self-esteem way, I YouTube search men falling down.
I'm going to start doing that now.
If you've ever... I highly recommend YouTube searching men falling off of boats, and it will yield great results. It's literally, there's a lot of...
It's a hangover cure.
Yeah, there's a whole genre, who knew, of men trying to get on boats and then falling off.
It's called boating or something, you know?
Yeah, it's real great.
I'm trying to think who I would push over.
Who would I would push over my high school Latin teacher. Her name was Penny Cipollone. It is still Penny Cipollone, because I believe she's still alive. And she looked like a human penis. Like, she had...
like a shriveled head and everything.
She had a bowl haircut, and then her body was just shaped in a way that she looked like a human
So her
penis.
head just looked like a penis head.
Yeah, big time. And my friend the
geez.
other day sent me a photo of her and said, "You've been Cipolloned," and then I had to send it to like 7 other people, or my phone would break or something. So I think as long as she also had like this rotating hip like thing where she had like a sore, something weird about her hip, so it rotated every time she walked. Like she would walk fine on her left leg, and her right leg would just like shift around. And
So
come
she's
around.
sort of like she had a peg leg.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
like
it's
a pirate.
Like if you put a boot on a car, you know, like on the wheels, and like you try to drive with it, that's like how she walked. So I would push her down.
I'd probably push my old French teacher down. She was so stuck up. Her name was Miss Briffo. She was like, she wasn't actually French. Her husband was French.
Okay.
So she immediately thought, I could teach French to school.
God.
And she kept talking about her teenage daughter. Oh, Hannah. My Hannah knows, 6 different languages. I'm just like, great, shut off. I don't care.
You're awful.
So maybe I'd push her down, just be like,
Yeah.
Je ne sais quoi, bitch. I don't even know what that means. That's how good I was at French.
Yeah, je suis désolé or something.
I wouldn't say sorry.
But I said it right.
You did?
Yeah.
Je suis désolé. You've been to France and had to apologize, haven't
Je
you?
ne parle pas français, je parle anglais.
There you go.
Yeah,
you could
that's
survive
it.
in France.
That's-
Seeing as most people speak English nowadays.
I know. God, it makes me feel like such an asshole.
Trying to communicate in Italy was the hardest thing.
Was
like,
it?
Because loads of school kids will speak English.
Yeah.
And that'll be fine. Like you can talk to them normally and they understand you. But sort of older Italians didn't learn that at school. It's only a new thing. So when you're in a restaurant, you're like, that one. Questo, or whatever it is, It's burger.
When I think about language, it is the craziest, because all it is a series of noises.
Yeah.
When you think about it, and then when you
It's
go
the
to
frequency in which your ears vibrate. You know that, right?
what
It's
a
weird.
beautiful way to put that.
It's freaky as hell.
Too deep. Okay, let's move along.
It's like 12 o'clock.
What is the best dog name?
Ooh. I like choosing things that are just completely nonsensical, like Colin or Derek.
Yeah,
Peter the dog. It just sounds so stupid.
I love giving human names to animals.
Yeah.
I don't know if you follow Michael Buckley on Instagram.
I don't know.
He's got like 6 dogs, and they're all named. One's name's Colin, and the best one that looks like a derp face constantly. I'm sorry, Michael, but you know he does. His name is George Glass.
What?
His full dog name is George Glass, and
That's
it is
the strangest name for a dog. I love it.
It's amazing, and the dog looks like a complete idiot in the best way possible. Love your dogs. Like, double tap. What would you want your hypothetical child's first words to be?
I don't know. I just had a flashback to when I wanted to name a cat Andrew.
So Emma's in a different headspace.
I've only had a couple sips, and I'm already thinking about stupid cat names.
Naming a cat Andrew would be great.
I think it would. Well, I'd quite like, my baby's first words to be some sort of massive, like, theoretical hypothesis
About
of,
the
like,
world?
physics and stuff. Because, I mean, I'd be fucking rich. If my kid turned out to be some sort of Einstein, but...
A little prodigy?
I guess mom would be fine, Mom.
I want my child's first words to be, I'm reincarnated. So when it walks up, can you imagine
I'm a figment of your imagination.
Right.
I'm not real.
Can you imagine if a child walked up to you and said, I'm reincarnated, and then just, like, bopped
Just
away like
waddled
a
off.
stupid idiot child? Like...
That would creep you out for the rest of its
For the rest of your
existence.
life. I'm never having a child, but let's say an accident happens and it comes into the world.
You're never going to rent out your uterus.
Like,
You've committed to that. Like,
I've been like, can I give... Someone said, oh, May Day is coming up here, right?
Yeah.
And they do like fertility dances or something.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Oh, that's what I heard yesterday. And I said, if they come near me, it's going to be a big issue. I'm going to have a real hard time with
Just
that.
rub up against you like you will have
I'm
children.
just going to start like throwing water balloons and get them away from me.
That will work perfectly.
But,
Just throw water at these people.
I know, right? That stops fertility, right? That's how it works.
Actually, usually that's probably not good. That's like a lubrication. You're
Oh,
not helping
God.
yourself.
What happens?
If you threw sandpaper at them,
Yeah.
maybe that would be easier.
Yeah. Wait, what happens on May Day? What is May Day?
It used to be some sort of celebration where I don't know what like the origins. I just remember like kids would get like ribbons and run around like a flagpole.
Oh, like
and,
the maypole?
Yeah, maypole. That's what
Yeah.
it started as. But I mean, it's not a big thing over here. Like no one spoke about it yesterday.
Oh, really?
No, it's not really a big thing. I'm more used to people going Mayday, Mayday.
Right. No,
but that's
I thought it was like, oh, it's a problem day. It's like an
Yeah,
emergency
exactly.
day. I guess we're all on high alert that day for some
Yeah.
reason. I don't know, but okay, cool. God bless London. You're
National
doing it.
Panic Day.
Okay, this is a question that I ask everyone on the podcast.
Okay.
Tell me your worst shit story, but only use 3 words or phrases. For instance, my worst pants shitting story is running, front yard, sorry.
Okay. College fart shot. Is probably
Yeah.
mine.
All right. Well, that
Probably
paints a
mine.
beautiful picture.
That was a bad day.
I'm sure. But you all have to have those bad days
was
for
not-
other days
yeah.
to be better. But
But
we've
like
all-
when I'm having a bad day, I just think back to that day and just like, you know what, it could be a lot worse.
Oh, absolutely. Mamrie Hart and I Mamrie used to do this on before she would go on stage for comedy shows, that she would resign herself to the idea of, if I shit on stage tonight, I can always move back to North Carolina and start a brand new life for myself.
I love that.
Yeah, so
That's
we now
really reassuring.
Yeah, before we go on stage, we like reassure ourselves that we can
Pack up and just
go home and we can start a new identity for
I'm going on
ourselves.
tour next month, this month actually, in a week. So I'm
Oh,
going to
are
remember
you?
that. If I shit myself, I can just start again. I can just move to LA
Yeah.
and become a hip hop singer or something.
Well,
Where
you
I don't
know,
shit myself.
I mean, maybe like a dental hygienist,
Maybe a
or
teacher,
something.
you know.
Yeah, maybe like a French teacher or something.
Yeah, just be like Miss Briffo.
Wait, what are you going on tour for?
I'm a musician sometimes.
Cool.
Basically, when I feel like it, I write stuff.
How would
And,
you describe your music?
I want to say pop punk, but I'll have everyone sort of going, "You're not pop punk."
Like
It's sort of-
Avril Lavigne for life.
It really is basically Avril Lavigne Paramore music, you know.
Did you see the Hello
Happy
Kitty?
and- Yeah, I saw that.
Did it affect you the way it affected me?
I had a theory at first that they made it deliberately shit so that it would be talked about.
Yeah.
And then I watched it a few times and I was like, I don't think this was deliberate. I think you can tell she's dead behind the eyes. Like, she did not want to film that.
There's something real bad about it. There's something real off about it.
It's just the fact she's staring in the camera like, come, kitty. Like, looks like she's just
And
willing to die.
All of the women behind her are supporting that emotion of, I hate being here too.
Exactly. But I mean, I remember when like Gwen Stefani did it, like in 2004, the Harajuku girls.
Yeah.
No one made a big deal of it then because it's Gwen Stefani. And
They're like,
she's
Gwen
queen,
Stefani's
you know?
cool.
Yeah, she's queen. But
she's got street cred.
Avril, it's just like, why have you got the side of your head shaved? You're like 30.
I know.
Stop.
She and I have the same birthday.
Oh, really? She's
Yeah.
like a year older, right? Or something like that. She's
Yeah.
30 this year, so...
I hate it. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, let's not talk about ages.
Why do you think God made periods?
So that we have an excuse to punch people in the face once a month. Mm-hmm. That's what I like to think.
It's, anytime
It's
like...
socially acceptable just to
Yeah.
knock someone out. I'm on my period. Oh, it's fine then. Don't worry about it.
Anytime like a man gives me any grief, I just say, imagine if your dick bled for a week.
Yeah, that's what I say.
Every
Imagine
month.
just going to pee and then suddenly there's just blood splooshing out your dick. How would you feel?
Every
Freaked out?
month.
Weird?
Yeah. It's so weird. Bodies are the stupidest thing in the whole world. God, it's awful. Like any other orifice was bleeding, you'd be like, oh, this is an emergency. I hate this.
And that's like, oh, the walls of my uterus are shedding. Okay,
Yeah, like, oh, I
nice.
guess I can have a child. This is the dumbest thing ever. But
Yeah, but like when you're in a relationship and stuff, like the first day of getting your period, if you don't want a baby, it's like, yes!
oh, no.
And but then it sinks in, it's like, oh no! And then you have to go through a whole week of just...
I call it my not pregnant week.
Yeah.
I just tell everyone, not pregnant again this month.
Not,
Cheers.
not renting it out this month. Exactly. Like the first day, it's like, yes, I'm
Yeah.
a free woman. And then you're just like, ow, this is not fun anymore.
Yeah, and I always have that moment right before it happens that I'm like, well, I'm going crazy. I'm just like emotion. I forget every month that it's happening for some reason. And before it happens, I'm always like, well, I guess I'm just officially a depressing, sad, upset person for no reason.
Yeah, I get really down in the dumps and really moody like the week before.
Yeah, I get crazy.
There are like 4-5 guys in this room and they're all like with their heads in their hands right now, just like, I don't want to be here.
Yeah, and literally 10 minutes before this, I just
There's
asked
like a
someone to go buy
spectrum
me
of just
tampons.
uncomfortableness in this room right now.
Yeah, guys, the best thing is having
Let's talk about boobs.
Yeah.
Lighten the mood.
Right? Like
Boobs,
breastfeeding.
huh? Everyone just perked up.
Yeah.
Everyone's eyes just lit up.
Boobs, tits, what? Okay, something that doesn't bleed? Got it. Awesome.
And you just brought the tone straight back down.
And we're back down. Anyway, back to my Bloody Mary. Not so appetizing anymore. Okay, why do toe rings seem so slutty?
Well, they're not. So you mean like the actual just jewelry?
Yeah.
on your toe? Well, no one really wears them over here, like at all.
No,
It's
I
just-
mean, it was like a 90s thing, I feel like. I
With the stick-on earrings and the chokers, right? I was all about that.
Oh, yeah.
I was in that. Velvet shirts.
Oh, the
I was like
crunchy
5.
shirts. The
Yeah?
crunchy shirts that like started out being like 1 inch by 1 inch, and then you pull them out.
Yeah,
and you're like, this
put
is
them
a
in-
full
Or
shirt.
like you get a towel and you put it in the bath and it would just
Yeah.
expand.
Yeah, God. I remember going to like Sam's Club, which is, I don't know what the equivalent, Costco. Do you guys have Costco over here?
No, but I know
Like
the
a
sort of
wholesale thing where you get everything in bulk.
Thing. Really, really cheap stuff. Yeah, we have
but
one of those.
for some reason I went through a period where I used to buy my clothes there. I don't think
in bulk.
Not even in bulk.
Pack
Just
of like 6 plain polo shirts for £1 or something.
Yeah, but you go through and it was basically all the irregular shaped clothes was what they
Comedy
sell.
was a rough time for you, wasn't
Yeah,
it? Stand-up
oh.
sucked for you.
Yeah, I did not make a lot of money after I graduated college, and so I buy all those crunchy shirts just so I didn't have to have an actual dresser in my
jeez.
apartment.
It works.
It was-
Eating off paper plates, you don't have to wash up. You know, it's about the convenient life.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, fuck the rainforest, right? No, it's like, I love it.
Fuck nature.
We love you, nature sponsor. But toe rings, I remember for a brief moment in time, I tried to wear them because I'm from New Jersey, and that was a very, like, the Jersey Shore. It was like belly rings,
geez.
toe rings, belly chains, all of those
Belly
things.
chains?
Yeah, it was just like, our bodies need more jewelry. What other things can we put
geez.
jewelry on? And toe rings
Everyone's
were...
like bright orange and...
Every time I see it, every now and then I'll stumble across like a grown middle-aged woman wearing a toe ring, and it just makes me so sad. It makes me so sad when I see that, where they're wearing like platform sandals and a toe ring, and I just feel like
it's quite embarrassing.
It's real. Do you have a tattoo? Oh, I saw you have a tattoo.
I've got tons of tattoos that I kind of wish I'd never got.
Really?
You know? Yeah, I regret most of my tattoos.
What's the most regrettable tattoo?
Well, I have this sort of I can't get it out because these are too tight.
No worries.
It's about that life.
Yeah.
I was in a band for a little while, and we were in a van crash on a motorway, and it was like we could have nearly died.
Really?
You know, it was like pretty fucking bad. And so we all, well, actually, I say we all, I just me.
You're like, we all banded together and got this one tattoo on only my leg.
Yeah, pretty much. I got a cartoon van on my leg that had like the band's logo on the van,
so you could remember this car crash forever.
And then I got that, and then like literally a couple months later, we took a little hiatus because we had creative differences, and we were like, oh, we'll get back together, we'll just chill out for a while.
Yeah,
and
they got synced up on the same period cycle. And it was over.
They reformed with their previous singer without telling me. I found out via Twitter. So I was so pissed about it that I got another tattoo to cover it up.
So you got a tattoo on top of the van tattoo?
Yeah, but it's like I have like an anchor with 2 birds and 2 roses, and the rose covers the van, but like the rose is not colored enough. You can clearly just see the van straight through. Like the actual tattoo looks really nice, like apart from the fucking ghetto van underneath it, you know.
How many tattoos do you have in total?
Including the van that's covered up, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think.
5.
1, 2, yeah. I can't even count anymore.
How old were you when you got your first tattoo?
I was 19, and it was, I think it was 18 or 19, and I believe in fate, like, a lot. Like, it's the sort of thing that
like
guides
destiny?
me. That's why I'd never, like, slate a religion, because if that's what, you know, what makes you go to bed at night, then that's great. But, like, I got the word believe on my back.
I saw that.
Yeah. And it was and I nearly passed out, and it was that painful.
Because it's on your spine that they're going over.
It was the worst pain. But the thing is, everyone's just like, oh, you got a Justin Bieber tattoo.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so, that's
you're a believer.
I'm not a believer.
Well, you can just get a tattoo over it and fix it.
Just get, like, My World 2.0 underneath it. You know? Just never say never.
Just say believe, and then underneath of it say psych.
Just cross out the V and just, like, get a really sketchy B put over it, right?
Perfect.
That'll work out really well.
I can't get tattoos because I don't have anything that I think I'll love forever.
Yeah, I actually, if I could go back to a time where my body wasn't tattooed, I would. Like, I wish I hadn't.
I have a friend that got drunk at a party that had a tattoo pen there, whatever it's called. What is it called? Tattoo? The ink pen thing that they do the tattoos with?
The jabby jab.
Yeah, the jabby jab.
The jabby jab.
What is it called?
Stick and poke.
Stamp poke?
Stick and poke.
Stick and poke?
So, like, what, you mean, like, with a needle and, like, yeah.
I read a very professional term. The classic stick and poke. Yeah, that's what I do to my first
Yeah, where they
dates.
take the needle and a pen and then...
It's called stick and poke.
Oh, yeah. So I have a friend that was at a party with a stick and poke there. And
That's, like, the worst way to get a tattoo.
Well, he was super drunk, and he was like, I'm going to give myself a tattoo tonight. And then he woke up the next morning and found out that he just, like, tattooed a heart on his ankle. So he just has this, like, very poorly drawn heart on his ankle.
Like, wonky in the wrong places.
Yeah, I was like, not only were you like, I'm a badass, give myself a tattoo, but it's of a heart. Like, it's the stupidest tattoo. Anyway.
At least his memory's there, I guess.
He died. Rest in peace. No, he didn't. He's fine. He's just
Oh.
dead to me. Anyway, describe...
Because of the tattoo.
Yeah. Describe your body odor in 2 words.
Rotten beef.
Wow.
It's not, but I just...
Very modest.
I wanted to think of just the 2 worst words I could put in 10 seconds.
I would say sometimes my body odor is wet cardboard.
Does that even have a smell?
Oh, it's real bad. I highly recommend going home and smelling wet cardboard.
So just put cardboard in a sink
It's not pleasing at all whatsoever. And when you smell it, you will never unsmell it.
It stays in your nostrils forever, right?
Yeah.
It lingers.
Yeah, it's just like musty.
It's like
and
baby sick. You know, that gets right up the nose.
God, I hate babies. Okay. Last question that I have for you before we get to our Twitter questions is, what sport do you wish didn't exist?
Cricket. Do you know what cricket is?
I do.
I don't know if they have it in America.
It's not very popular in America, but I have heard of it.
It's a batsman, and you got wickets, and I can never understand how it works. You have to run between posts.
Yeah,
It's kind of like rounders, but not as good as rounders.
I don't know what rounders is.
You don't know what rounders is?
No,
it's like a kid version of cricket.
Rounders sounds like an
It's basically-
appetizer at Applebee's.
Let's put it in it's the kiddie version of baseball.
Okay.
We don't have baseball over here. But basically, someone
You
throws
don't
a ball.
have baseball here?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's America's pastime. That's why. Sorry, you're not America.
Exactly. No, but someone throws a ball, and then you hit it, and then you run around posts, and you can stop at posts.
Okay, and it's a professional sport.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not professional. It's like it's done at school. So it's basically baseball for kids.
Okay, but then cricket is a professional sport here.
Yeah, cricket is professional.
And
And got like runs and outs, and I don't.
And
I don't know.
they use a bat that's like flat on one side,
Yeah.
and they hit it like it's a golf ball,
Yeah, pretty
And
much.
then-
You can either hit it down or
and they all wear white.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that
the one.
bothers me. Anytime someone wears, I'm wearing stripes, so I'm okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it looks like a full boiler suit, you know?
Yeah.
It's just stupid.
It just looks like you're. This is not like a Tide commercial.
I'd only ban it just because I've never been able to understand the rules. Like, everyone's tried to explain it to me like 100 times.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. Like, tennis, I don't get, but at least it's enjoyable.
I love tennis.
I think, tennis, Wimbledon is like our biggest thing of the year.
Oh yeah, you guys go nuts.
We do go nuts for Wimbledon.
Have you gone to Wimbledon?
I haven't yet, no.
Where-
But you can sit on like a hill,
Right,
and
and
not
watch
buy
it.
tickets. Yeah.
Yeah, and you just watch like a graduated TV.
Like I was on tour last year. It's around August, I think it was on, and everyone was just on the train listening to like Andy Murray.
Oh, yeah.
like,
Oh, yeah,
his
he won
match.
last
yeah,
year, right?
he won it.
Yeah.
And but everyone was just listening on the radio. It's like it felt like the 1930s.
That's very
you
sweet.
know?
You guys are so behind the times.
Yeah,
That's
we
very
are.
charming.
It's horrible. It's terrible. We measure things in stones.
I've seen that. I saw it
Stones.
when I
Great. I weigh 7 stones. What's a fucking stone?
I know when I came up here, there's just like a collection of rocks in the lobby, and I was like, "Well, this is
How many
weird.
of those do I weigh?
Speaking
know?
of what we weigh, we're going to be right back with Emma Blackery and your Twitter questions.
Yay!
Yay!
What's that got to do with weighing?
Not too deep, not too deep.
We're back with Emma Blackery, and now we're going to take your... Am I saying Blackery correct?
Yeah, Blackery.
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 Blackery. Is Emma your real name?
It is, yeah.
Is Emma a nickname for a longer version of like Emma Stuffer or something?
No, but I know. Thanks, Ollie. Ollie White has joined us
Ollie
in the
White has
background, just
joined us
laughing at everything Grace says.
In the studio.
The studio, yeah. I know that Emma derives from the old German name Ermintrude.
That sounds
Which-
not fun.
Yeah, sounds like what you'd name a cow.
Yeah.
You know,
it sounds-
Daisy and Ermintrude.
Ermintrude.
Yeah.
Sounds like
I mean, why didn't I just, call my YouTube Ermintrude?
Ermintrude. It rolls right off the tongue.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It works.
it's very cute.
Grace Helbig is joined by Ermintrude.
Ermintrude. Blackery. It sounds like a Harry Potter character.
It does a little bit.
Okay, so now I've asked on Twitter for some questions for you, and we are going to go through them right now. Are you ready?
As if I thought your questions were weird enough. Okay.
Okay, most embarrassing thing you have ever done. Starting off real light.
I've
real
already
easy.
told this story.
Oh, yeah?
With Hannah
oh,
Hart.
yeah, with Hannah Hart.
That's probably one of the most embarrassing times. Like, I went deep red. I went like Bloody Mary red.
I don't think you need to be embarrassed by that at all. I think you should be very proud of that moment, and also it's something that Hannah is going to remember forever.
I guess so. I might have just come off a little strong. I want my vagina on your face. Is kind of a little
It's
bit.
a great way to say hello to someone and to tell them that you respect their work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really hope that's how it came across.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it came across like I want my vagina on your face.
Yeah.
So
Next time I meet a female whose work I respect, I will say that phrase to them. I would like my vagina
let
on
me
your
know how
face.
that works.
Yeah, when I meet Katie Couric, I'll let her know. Okay, Sophia Sexdective. Whoa.
Sexdective.
All right,
Is
very.
she like 13?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, dear. Okay.
She's got bangs though. Very cool.
Ooh.
Yeah, so she's.
I miss bangs.
Me too.
Fringe. It's called a fringe.
Fringe
over
out here. Yes, it's called fringe.
It's a fringe.
A fringe.
Yeah.
Every morning.
I have a fringe, not I have bangs, Bangs, I mean, that's such a weird word. But then again, fringe is quite a weird word.
Fringe, yeah, sounds like a nickname for a vagina.
It does.
Your fringe. Ugh.
I want to fringe
this got,
or minge.
This got,
you know.
Oh, well, okay. This got awful. I feel like
just cracking himself.
90. Yeah, Ollie, get ready for the vagina talk because 90%
You
of this
missed the
podcast.
whole period talk. You missed the whole thing.
We had a very sincere, like, philosophical conversation about periods and why God made them. And it's just like the one thing that kids can walk away from with this podcast is just pure education.
Yeah, exactly.
Really and truly. Okay.
Apparently, like, sex education in the US isn't that great, so we're doing pretty well.
I had no idea what sex was until I looked it up on the internet.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, my mom doesn't have conversations with me. Okay, who's your favorite artist at the moment?
Music artist, probably Lorde. I love her.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think she is an old soul.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
She's-
Everyone's like, oh, you act so much older. People say she looks older. I don't think she looks older than 17. Like, really?
She looks a little older.
She wears, like, heavy makeup, but when she doesn't, like, she looks her age completely. People are horrible to her, but her album is, like, groundbreaking.
Well, they're trying to paint her as, like, the anti-pop person.
Yeah,
that
exactly.
hates
She's like
everyone that's
anti-Miley.
pop.
Yeah. But I also love Miley Cyrus, so mine's like a broad spectrum. I'm seeing her like on Tuesday if she doesn't
Bangers?
cancel. Yeah.
Bangers.
Yeah.
She's out of her depression state, so hopefully she'll be better.
Maybe. But I mean, no, she's had a reaction to antibiotics. She's had to cancel the 2 dates before mine.
Reaction
So-
to antibiotics.
Yeah.
I wish that was what I could use to call a hangover. How do you sleep? From Whimsical Hag. Wow.
How do I sleep? I sleep on my side, and apparently I snore and talk. Apparently I fart in my sleep.
You fart and you sleep?
Apparently, yeah.
I've heard. Okay, I
Night
watched.
toots, you know.
You call them night toots? Everything here
I do
is
now.
so goddamn charming.
I just made that up, but it sounds so stereotypically British.
Well, Emma's starting a second channel called Night Toots. And it's just a live stream of her sleeping all night. How did you? Okay, I almost don't want to ask how you found out that you toot in the night.
Apparently, when I was like 8, like my dad would like check to see if I was, asleep, as
Right.
you do. Nothing creepy. And apparently, my room just stank of farts. And my boyfriend said I farted on his leg once. So, I mean, like ripple and everything.
Okay, so we're now best friends.
I'm glad. Yeah. This is why I'm never the little spoon. You know.
Oh yeah.
If you're the big spoon, you can fart in peace. Like they'll never know.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, there is danger in
Otherwise,
being a
they're
little
just
spoon.
like straight on the leg.
I sometimes like sleep change my clothes, and I thought that was weird, but
Night toots is a bit weird.
I'm gonna write a pilot called Night
Bloody
Toots.
Mary is sinking in.
That's pretty fantastic. I watched this MTV show about like people that were saving themselves until marriage, and
Yeah.
it was like documenting their first year of marriage and what that was like. And
Okay.
the couple in their interviews was saying how they realized that they fart in their sleep, and they
Oh,
had never
geez.
known that while they were dating because they never slept in the same bed together. And I thought that was the greatest thing ever. I was like, God, that
See,
is-
I don't personally think I could do that. Like, not sleep in the same bed as someone before I married them.
No, not at all.
Like a lot of people are like that. I think that's fine. I respect that. But I mean, surely you want to know what you're getting into.
Oh, you
know?
want to know if someone's got the case of the night toots or not?
I mean, imagine marrying someone, then on your wedding night, you just get a vicious case of the night.
You're like, till toots do us part, I guess. God damn it. Okay, It's True 42 wants to know most essential beauty product.
Probably concealer. for
Oh,
me.
yeah?
I've got the bags. I've got the Gucci bags under there.
Yeah, same
They're
here.
real deep.
Same
Like
here.
you can see, like in the wrong light, like they're just genetic. Like I don't have a problem with it. Loads of people are like, oh, you look fine. It's like, well, I genuinely don't, but thank you. You know, like I genuinely look like a pile of shit without makeup, but I'm fine with it. You know,
I say that I have
mine are like purple.
under eye bags that can't fit into an overhead compartment.
That's pretty
my-
neat. I just say they're Gucci designer bags. You know?
So what's your concealer? What's your go-to?
Mine is actually like a really it's just a high street brand,
Yeah?
which is like drugstore.
Oh.
American to English.
Oh, I was like High Street.
Yeah, what's a high street?
That sounds fancy.
It's like £5. It's like Rimmel.
Oh,
not,
yeah.
Not gay.
I
Not
wish. I
sponsored.
wish. Rimmel, reach out. DM me on Twitter. Thanks. Okay, what's in your pockets right now?
I have my braces that I took out for this.
You can take off your braces?
Yeah, they're retainers. They're like clear. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you my teeth.
Let it all out.
They're not great. They're
You
like
want to put your
literally-
vagina on, Hannah? You're showing me your teeth.
Yeah, exactly.
Got it.
Basically, I always say like take my dentures out. They're Invisalign, so
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Invisalign. I mean, that to me, I'm like, how did we not think of that years ago?
exactly. But I mean, you change them like every 2 weeks, and then it molds your teeth. Like these were like a W.
Do they
This
hurt?
isn't a brand thing, by the way. Like this whole thing is
Invisalign.
leading into like 50 minutes of recordings. Like, so how did you get your perfectly straight teeth?
Invisalign,
You know?
DM me on Twitter. I'm into it.
I probably could have got them for free, but I paid for these.
Do they
They're
hurt
worth
when
it.
you first put them on?
Yeah, they hurt like a bitch.
Because they're pushing your teeth.
Yeah, like every new set, they hurt like a bitch for like a couple days.
That is, when I was younger, I used to, this is how I knew I'd be an entrepreneur, is that when I was younger and I realized that like you guys have like the tooth fairy fables out here. Sorry, any you listeners that don't realize that the tooth fairy is not a real thing. And the tooth fairy gave you money. When I realized that I could exchange my teeth for money, I would sit at night and pull my teeth out of my mouth.
You were meant to be a businesswoman.
Yeah, and I would literally like be bleeding everywhere, but I'd be like, got the tooth, give me the cash. Yeah.
You're lucky like your adult teeth actually grew through after all that stress.
It was, yeah, it's insane.
I was eating chocolate once and my tooth came out with it and I freaked the fuck out. I mean, I was
when you were a
everywhere.
child.
Yeah, well, yeah, not just
Okay,
like,
I was
no, it was
like-
last week.
Yeah, I was like, you should see a doctor.
It was like one of the pointy ones. You know, I was just eating like it was one of those like caramel. It's like called a Rolo, and it's like caramel chocolate.
yeah.
And I was just biting it and then just straight out. You know, it was wobbly anyway, so I probably should have expected that to happen.
Right, but when you're a child, you're like, my
when you
body
bite
is
down
failing
expecting
me.
chocolate and it's just enamel, it's a bit there's disappointment there.
Bodies are weird places.
Yeah.
Okay, would you rather wear all stripes or all dots for the rest of your life? Hard-hitting questions, not too deep with Grace Helbig.
I don't want to be offensive. I'm a dot person.
A dot
I am a
person?
dot person. Yeah.
Oh,
I
well.
like the polka dots and like the little heart polka dots. You know.
Well, this is our first fight, so we'll get over it.
Okay.
How
I have
did-
striped shirts too, but
Okay.
I'm just saying if I
I
had
know
to
you don't
choose.
have to apologize.
No, I feel like I do. I feel like I've offended you.
How does she decide on what hair color she's going to do next?
Well, usually I go for just whatever Hayley Williams is going for.
Yeah, Vanessa.
Yeah. No, I just I don't know. I just I go through this phase where like I'll dye it brown. I'll be like, I'm gonna leave it brown.
Yeah.
It looks best brown. It's natural. It's great. It's healthy. And then I'll just wake up one morning like, I should probably dye my hair red, and I'll just do it the same day. Like it's a case of just being too impulsive.
What's the most regretful color you've dyed your hair?
Blue. It was blonde, but it was like a yellowy blonde.
Okay.
So it turned out like seaweed green.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was it wasn't a good color for me. Didn't work.
Well, we all make mistakes.
Yeah.
It's what makes us human.
Me more than others, but yeah.
Okay, who inspired you to make YouTube videos?
It was Dan Is Not On Fire. Amazing
Really?
Phil. Yeah.
They are a sweet, sweet duo
They are
of humans.
yeah, they are sweet, gentle giants.
They're huge humans.
They're so tall. I mean, I'm 5'2", which is like 157 centimeters or however you
We do
measure it.
inches.
Inches.
Yeah.
I don't know inches.
No, 5'2" makes sense to me.
Oh,
I
okay,
don't know
good.
centimeters.
Okay, cool.
No, they're like
They're
6'2".
like 6'2". Yeah. It's-
they're tall. They look like someone.
I think you're tall for like a female. So for me, imagine being my height. It's like you have to crane your neck up at everyone.
Yeah, sometimes I bend my knees and imagine what it's like to be Hannah Hart,
Yeah.
and it just like sucks.
I'm like the last to know when it's raining. I'm shorter than Hannah, so
Are you?
yeah, I think so. There's like a couple inches in it.
You can get to her vagina easier.
Yeah, great, great. Thanks,
Okay.
Grace.
Favorite cheese?
Oof. Mozzarella. I
Really?
suppose. Yeah. The one on pizza, the cheese pizza. Although I've cut out cheese, so.
Oh yeah, is that for moral reasons or for like?
Oh no, it's
health?
because my hips are starting to lie.
Oh,
so-
Shakira tells
Yeah.
it like it is.
Yeah, pretty much. Like they're not bad. Like I'm not overweight or
you're a
anything.
tiny human being.
I just gained a couple pounds, and I've figured well, I'm just gonna get back down, and then I'll go back to cheese.
Well, everyone develops a lactose issue in their mid-20s, so I'm just preparing you.
Well, that's the thing. Like I started when I had massive loads of cheese and just like milky drinks and stuff. Like I start feeling really bloated and gross. So maybe
Oh, yeah.
maybe I've developed that.
And the thing about like making YouTube videos and working from home is that you don't realize that you have digestive issues until you have to be in a public space, and you're like, oh, you guys don't use the bathroom this much?
I have to pee and poop.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
Constantly, all morning.
So I switched to soy milk.
Yeah.
Which is just as good. It's just
it's
way
delicious.
more freaking expensive.
Yeah, it's just you're paying for pretentiousness.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, what's your real name?
Emma Blackery. Emma Louise Blackery, actually.
Louise.
Yeah, most people in the UK who have the middle name Emma have the middle name Louise.
Why is that?
It just fits, I guess. So, like, that's just what everyone goes for. Louise is just a standard middle name. No reason. Like, back in the old days, people used to name middle names, like, after the king or queen.
Oh.
Like, my dad's middle name is George, because when he was born, King George.
Right.
But, no, my parents were just like, Emma Louise sounds nice. But then so did every other adult. And they were like, Louise sounds nice.
Yeah.
So every Emma I've met is like, Louise? Yeah, Louise. And we just high five and go, you know? There's a bond.
That's very sweet.
It's not really.
Well,
it's
no.
a bit lame.
It's a little lame. No, my middle name is Anne.
That's
So,
nice.
Grace
My
Ann.
mum's middle name is Anne.
With an E at the end?
No E.
Well, she's dead to me. Okay,
Okay,
now we're
cool.
going to play a really quick game. And there are no right or wrong answers here.
Okay. That means I'm going to get something wrong.
No, absolutely not. There's no name to this game, which makes it a fun game. Basically, it's just based on getting to know you a little bit more, getting to know where your brain goes.
Okay.
So I'm going to say a color, and you tell me what human you think of first.
Okay.
Okay? Mm-hmm. So clear your brain of all thoughts of Hannah's vagina, and we will...
That's tough.
Yeah, and we will...
Now you've actually put them in my head. Okay, thanks.
Well, you know...
I bet it's
Who
so
isn't
neat
thinking of that?
and tidy.
Every crew member in this room. Okay, I'm going to say a color. You tell me the first human that comes to your brain.
Okay.
Blue.
I can't think of any humans. Hannah, I guess. We just talking about it. Okay.
Hannah's giving you blue balls. Okay.
Pretty much.
Lighter blue.
My friend Cherry.
Green.
My friend Cherry.
Purple.
You.
Okay. Beige.
Ollie.
Crystal. Crystal.
Crystal isn't a colour.
Think about it.
Is it? Crystal's clear
Exactly.
and transparent, so me. I don't know.
Oh, sparkles.
I was going to say Hannah, so...
Black light.
Black light? What's that?
Have you never gone to college?
Yeah?
Black light?
No?
Black light posters?
No?
Those things that glow in the dark that people think make them look cool?
No?
Okay. Pink.
My friend Luke.
Brown.
Me.
Orange.
My friend Luke. He's ginger, so...
Oh, Luke. Mauve.
You mean mauve?
Mauve.
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 I don't know.
Out of the way.
Mamrie.
Oh, yeah. Cheetah.
What?
Cheetah.
You.
Yeah.
The scarf kind of from a...
And also,
Peripheral vision.
Jersey girl through and through. Gotta get that cheetah print tracksuit. Yellow.
This baby thing.
Great. Red.
Me, because of my hair.
Okay, last one. Trees.
Louis. Fun for Louis. I got one that's sort of relevant.
You
Okay.
nailed it. That was perfect. And we learned a lot about you in,
Really?
in that game.
I couldn't think of any humans whatsoever.
Isn't that fun when you can't think about other humans?
It's great. It shows what an introvert I really am.
No, it's fantastic. Okay, we're going to be back with Emma Blackery, and we're going to be taking a popular YouTube channel. Oh, my God. Sorry, my
Grace got that wrong.
My director producer Jack Ferry just reminded me of
He did the thumbs.
yeah, and
He was like, no.
Here's the thing, on Not Too Deep with Grace Helbig, you don't get a gift.
Okay.
I mean, the gift is you being here.
Being here, yeah.
But the closest thing to a gift I can give you is that I'm going to allow you to tweet.
It's a Windows phone.
It's a Windows phone.
Thanks.
My Nokia Icon Windows phone. I'm going to allow you to tweet absolutely anything you want from my Twitter account right now.
Oh, geez. Okay.
You can tweet.
Really? This is the gift.
This is the gift.
This is the gift you're giving me.
You can tweet absolutely anything you want, just not racist and not homophobic.
Oh, well, I'm out of ideas.
Okay.
Next.
Well, I know that's your whole brand from what we've learned. Meanwhile, while you prepare a tweet, I will sing an original song.
Okay.
Emma Blackery wants the V. She doesn't want that D. She wants that V. The Mahjong Kitchen V. It's fun for you and me. The Mahjong Kitchen V. She wants a V, wants a V, wants a V, V, V. What comes after?
Okay, can I send it?
Yeah,
Or
you send it and
which is the button for send without you seeing the tweet?
Wait, I won't look at it. I'll send it.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead.
Send.
Oh, it's just that button. Okay.
Okay, now I'm going to read it. Let's see what tweet Hannah Blackery.
Hannah Blackery.
That's your married name. Okay. Oh, no! So the tweet is, man, it's been a rough night. I got the night toots bad. And that is the name of my new buddy cop film, Night Toots. Captain Knight and Sergeant Toots.
Please
are
call
on the
this
case.
episode Night Toots now.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to come right back, and we are going to play a really fun game. If you haven't played enough games already, it's going to get a whole lot better. So make sure, well, if you want to go watch the full game, go over to youtube.com/itsgrace and watch the challenge that I'm going to propose to Emma. And make sure that you go subscribe to Emma Blackery here on YouTube. Yay! Where else can they find you on the internet?
They can find me on Twitter and Facebook.
At Emma Blackery?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, just my name.
That's super simple and great.
Nice and easy.
And make sure you let Hannah's vagina know that Emma has RSVP'd to that party.
Thanks, Grace.
Well, see you guys over on YouTube. Woot woot.
Too deep, too deep, too deep. Not too deep with Grace Helbig.
Not Too Deep is a production of Grace Helbig Incorporated, produced and directed by Jack Ferry. Thanks to Eileen and everyone at the YouTube space, and an extra special thanks to Flula for our awesome theme music.